Hello, everyone. Today we're going to dive into a topic that many men over 50 think about but rarely discuss openly: how the male and female anatomy work together for intimacy. Picture this: you're at a coffee shop with your buddies, swapping stories about life, and someone jokingly says, "Can your little guy still keep up with the myths out there?" It's a bold question, but it's one that sparks curiosity. Today, we're tackling a key part of that puzzle: understanding the average vaginal size and how it pairs with male anatomy. You'll be surprised to learn just how perfectly nature designed things to work even as we age. Before we get started, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel to support me. Thank you so much. Oh, and drop a comment with your city and local time. I love hearing where you're watching from. Now, let's embark on this journey together today. I'm Dr. Alex Rivera, a urologist based in sunny California, and today we're exploring what science tells us about vaginal dimensions and why it matters for men over 50. You might have heard me talk about penile size before. Studies show the average erect length worldwide is about 5.4 inches, with most men, 95%, falling between 4.2 and 6.7 inches. Only a tiny fraction, less than 1%, exceeds 7.3 inches. So, for intimacy to feel comfortable and enjoyable, the vaginal size needs to accommodate this range. But what's the average vaginal length? Let's unpack the research. Several studies give us a clear picture. A 2018 study in the International Urogynecology journal used MRI scans on 80 healthy women and found the average vaginal length to be 9.8 centimeters, or roughly 3.9 inches, with a range from 5 to 14 centimeters, 2 to 5.7 inches. Another study from the American Journal of Obstetrics and Gynecology, examining 3,200 women at pelvic floor clinics, reported a similar average of 9.4 centimeters, or 3.7 inches. A London-based study at Elizabeth Garrett Anderson Hospital measured 50 premenopausal women and found an average of 9.6 centimeters, 3.8 inches, ranging from 2.6 to 4.9 inches. Finally, a 2020 study in the International Urogynecology Journal looked at over 500 women and noted an average of 9.1 centimeters for sexually active women and 8.9 centimeters for those less active, with a range of 5 to 13 centimeters. Here's where it gets interesting. These measurements are at rest. During arousal, the vagina can nearly double in size. Think of it like a hidden superpower. This happens through a process called tenting, where the uterus and cervix lift, creating more space. A 2022 Mayo Clinic review confirmed this, noting that vaginal length can increase by 1 to 2 inches during arousal, especially in women over 50 with proper stimulation. For example, imagine a 55-year-old man, let's call him Mike, from San Diego, whose word his anatomy doesn't match up anymore. What he doesn't realize is that arousal makes the vaginal canal more flexible, aligning perfectly with the average male size. Many men don't know this, and it's a game changer for confidence in the bedroom. Vaginal width also varies. The same MRI study found the opening averages 17 millimeters, 0.6 inches, widening to 45 millimeters, 1.8 inches near the cervix, with ranges from 9 millimeters to 81 millimeters, 0.35 to 3.2 inches. This flexibility ensures comfort during intimacy. Stick around, because we're diving deeper into how arousal and aging affect this in the next part. Now, let's talk about what happens during arousal, because that's where the magic really unfolds. Many folks over 50 don't realize that the vagina isn't static, it's incredibly adaptive. When a woman becomes aroused, there's increased lubrication, of course, but the canal also lengthens and widens significantly. This is due to a fascinating process known as tenting, where the uterus and cervix shift upward and backward, creating extra room in the vaginal canal. Research shows this can add about 1 to 2 inches to the length, allowing it to stretch from an average resting state of 3 to 4 inches to 4 to 8 inches when fully aroused. A 2023 review from Healthline emphasizes that this expansion isn't permanent but happens precisely when needed, making penetration smoother and more comfortable. To put it in perspective, consider a couple in their late 50s, say John and Lisa from Los Angeles. John might worry that age has changed things, but with adequate foreplay like gentle touching and communication, the vaginal tissues relax and expand, turning potential discomfort into pleasure. You'll be surprised to learn that a recent 2025 Study from Medical News Today confirms arousal can make the vagina expand in length, particularly highlighting how this adaptability persists even post-menopause with the right stimulation. This is crucial for men over 50, as taking time for foreplay not only enhances her arousal but can also boost your own confidence and performance. Stick around because understanding these changes can lead to that aha moment where you realize intimacy improves with knowledge and patience. What influences vaginal length in the first place? Studies have pinpointed several factors, though most changes are quite subtle and often clinically insignificant for enjoyable sex. Age plays a role. For every decade, vaginal length might decrease by about 0.08 centimeters, a tiny shift that accumulates to less than 1 centimeter over a lifetime. Taller and heavier women tend to have slightly longer vaginas, about 0.09 centimeters more for every 10 centimeters in height. Menopause can lead to a modest reduction of around 0.17 centimeters due to hormonal shifts, which might affect elasticity as well. Surgical history matters too. A hysterectomy is linked to an average decrease of 0.63 centimeters, and other pelvic surgeries might shorten it by 0.22 centimeters. These insights come from robust research, like a 2006 study in the American Journal of Obstetrics and Gynecology that analyzed determinants of vaginal length, finding significant ties to age, weight, height, menopausal status, and prior surgeries. More recently, a 2018 abstract from the International Continence Society confirmed that aging and menopause reduce length while body size increases it. Another 2025 article on vaginal biomechanics in Nature noted the interplay between age and menopause, underscoring that these factors are often interconnected but rarely drastic enough to impact sexual satisfaction. However, the real key isn't just length, it's the overall health of the pelvic floor. Looseness or laxity isn't caused by frequent sex, as some myths suggest. That's a misconception. Instead, it stems from weakened pelvic floor muscles due to genetics, neurological issues, hormonal changes, or conditions like collagen disorders. For women, this can be addressed with pelvic floor therapy or Kegel exercises to strengthen those muscles. And here's a tip for you gentlemen: Kegels aren't just for women. A 2024 article from Mayo Clinic highlights that men over 50 can benefit. 2. Improving erectile function and ejaculation control by targeting the same pelvic muscles. Imagine incorporating a quick daily routine contracting those muscles as if stopping urine flow to enhance your own sexual health. Many men don't realize these small changes are often reversible and can make a big difference. Let's bust a big myth that's been floating around forever: the idea that having more sexual partners or frequent intimacy makes the vagina looser. This simply isn't true. The vagina's size and elasticity aren't affected by the number of partners or how often someone has sex. Instead, any perceived looseness is usually tied to pelvic floor muscle weakness, which can stem from genetics, hormonal shifts, or conditions like pelvic floor disorders. A 2023 Harvard Health article explains that pelvic floor strength is key to maintaining vaginal tone, and exercises like Kegels can make a huge difference for women. But here's the kicker for men over 50. Kegels are a game changer for you too. By strengthening your pelvic floor, you can improve bladder control, enhance erectile function, and even boost stamina in the bedroom. Stick around to the end because this tip could change your intimate life forever. Picture Tom, a 58-year-old from Chicago who started doing Kegel exercises after noticing weaker control during intimacy. After just a few weeks of daily 10-minute session squeezing and holding the pelvic muscles for 5 seconds, 10 times a set, he reported better confidence and performance. A 2024 study from the Journal of Sexual Medicine backs this up, showing that men over 50 who practice Kegels saw a 30% improvement in pelvic floor strength, directly impacting sexual health. To try it, contract the muscles you'd use to stop urine mid-flow, hold for a few seconds, and release. Do this 3 times a day and you'll be amazed at the results. So, what's the big takeaway? The average vaginal length is around 9 to 10 centimeters, 3.7 to 3.9 inches, with a wide normal range of 6.5 to 12.5 centimeters, and it's designed to adapt during arousal, stretching up to 1 to 2 inches to match the average penile length of 5.4 inches. Factors like age, height, weight, menopause, or past surgeries might cause tiny changes, but they're rarely noticeable in the bedroom. Many men over 50 don't realize that the vagina's flexibility, combined with good communication and foreplay, ensures comfort and pleasure for both partners. Whether you're worried about fitting or satisfying your partner, rest assured, the majority of couples are anatomically compatible, and small tweaks like Kegels can elevate the experience. I hope this deep dive has given you confidence and clarity. If you found this helpful, please hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more tips on men's health over 50. Want to take things further? Check out my free ebook with 10 practical tips to boost intimacy. It's linked in the description below. Keep taking care of yourself because you're absolutely worth it.